Hello everyone and welcome back to Crafting with Amy. I'm Amy and today I have one DIY for you. I'm just calling this the Grinch Stole Christmas. I start out with these two houses from Dollar Tree. I've had those, I don't remember when I got them, but I wanted to make at first I was going to do a gingerbread house. Then I was going to do Santa's workshop, and it ended up to be this. So it's going to be 3D. So I'm going to take this Flamenco red by Apple Barrel. Because I had decided I wanted it to be Santa's workshop. And then I changed my mind. So I'm going to paint, those have like little lights, Christmas lights, and then the windows are raised up, the window frames. So I'm trying to stay away from that, and I have this sped up because I do the exact same to both houses, because one's going to be the front and one's going to be the back. The only difference on this one is where those trees are. I take two Dollar Tree, their little sticker tree things, and I put over the top after I paint it to give it more of that 3D look. And I'm going to go with a different color for the shutters, and I was really torn on that, what color I was going to use. So, and on the door as well. I've seen these made into gingerbread houses, and I almost went that route. You can do a lot with them. So now I've painted both houses, and I've tried out some different paints on that other one, on the window frames, because I just didn't know what I wanted to do. But I end up going with, I put white, and it's Apple Barrel matte white paint in the windows, inside the windows. So I didn't want to put red. But I like that red because it's, I don't like bright, I like more muted tones, and I'll have everything in the description box. I always put the supplies that I use, because I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Flamenco red. And now I'm going to take Apple Barrel chocolate bar and do the window frames and the door frame, because I've painted inside the door white as well, and then that roof line trim. So I don't show me painting all of this, because that's all I'm doing is just painting, and this is just something you would do to your preference. And I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome anyone that's new. And if you like the content, I hope you'll consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell, and leaving me a comment. And for the returning subscribers, I really appreciate you all. I have TikTok and Instagram, However, I'm not real great about posting on there. But those are the accounts. So now I have this English ivy green, and I go ahead and go over all 4 of the trees and then the little wreath in the middle of the door. And then I'm like, wow, okay. I have red puff paint and green puff paint and white. And I'm like, I can't do the lights in red. So I end up doing them with the green and white. Didn't quite think that through so well. And it would be neat if you had a little 3D wreath to go on the door also. And then it has a little bow in the middle. So I take some of that red puff paint and put in there. But like I said, everything I did except for these little wood tree stickers, I just paint them that green, and I was going to take the stickers off, but I left them and then just glued them down to that one, which will now be the front of the house. And then I later go in with some red because I realized, oops, I didn't put any ornaments. The end of a paintbrush and just dotted some red. And I painted the little trunks in the chocolate bar. Now I have this caulking from Dollar Tree. Yeah. I've never been able to find it in the tube. So that's why I didn't paint the roof. Because I'm going to be doing this. And it takes it. I ended up using my hairdryer later on after I attach them because it takes it a little while to dry. But I use it on the roof lines and then down there at the bottom. I did paint that white, I think. But I'm going to go ahead and put some of this to make it to mimic snow. And I'm not concerned about that hole up there because I'm going to put something there. So when I cut this, I just wanted a fine tip to kind of like piping icing on. I had white puff paint, but that would have taken a whole lot. So now I'm putting it under the windows. And then I go ahead and put some on the top of the windows and the door, I think. Now I have these planks from, now I've done the lights. I don't know what happened to that, but I did the lights. I just did white and green. And I have these planks from Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to measure the roof line and cut And then I'll also cut pieces for the sides of the house, which are those. So I'm going to take some painter's tape and put on the back of those holes, whichever side is the front. I put them on the back. And put lightweight spackling in there to fill them. Some people use wood glue or wood glue, hot glue, to just close up that hole on the other side, and then they put their spackling on, so you could do that also. I guess it's about time to stop. I have one other video that I'm working on with some ornaments that I redo. Well, I already have that part done, but I'm going to do some more ornaments. Because it is already December. So I'm just putting the lightweight spackling in there, wait for it to dry, and then I sand it. And now I'm going to take that same red paint and paint I just paint one side and the edges, because you won't see the inside. And I have to speed this up for upload purposes. It's funny, they told us that fiber optics was going to be way better and cheaper, like $10 a month, and we were like, wow. We haven't gotten it yet. Been waiting on it since April. But our last bill was $10 more, even though we don't have it. So I guess that's their way of saying, hey, don't notice this. But yeah, it's going to be $10 cheaper. I don't know. So now I'm going to take wood glue, super glue. And those pieces measured out to, I'm wanting to think 6.5 and 4.5. But I'm going to put wood glue, super glue, and I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue for a permanent hold, or a fast hold, and the wood glue, super glue is for a permanent hold. I always get that backwards. Because you don't want to put wood glue or I'll get it here in a minute, hot glue on that whole thing, because it would dry up and it would just be make a big gap. But it will work to give you, in a few spots, to give you some instant hold. And I just marked with a pencil where that would go. But I just cut those with a little saw that I've got. But here you're going to want to put some, I put wood glue, super glue, and then leave spaces for some hot glue. And then on the end there, because it's going to butt up against that, I put a little bit of wood glue, super glue, and hot glue to make it go flush up against the other piece. And then I don't show myself, or I lost it, or I forgot to hit record. I'm bad about that. Attaching the sides, but I did. And then I just went in with a little bit of hot glue after this dried, the wood glue, super glue, and went on the inside to reinforce it. Yeah, so I didn't, and I forgot to film me doing this. I just made that little chimney out of poster board. I cut it and then cut some slits where it would make a little box and put some spackling. And then I thought, well, I'm going to try to use the spackling for like a stucco effect. And now I have one of those little bags from Dollar Tree. And I took some of the stuffing out and I'm going to cut it because I don't need it that large. See, I don't. And it's a little wobbly, but I do take a little wood piece and put under, because none of these houses or Dollar Tree items, for the most part, are, you know, 100% the same size. But I just took a little wood chip or wood slice that I had and put under the one side where it, at the end where it's wobbling. And now I'm just taking that same what do you call that? Caulking, and making like a snowy effect. But I just pipe it on, and then I take a popsicle stick and kind of smooth it out. I've already done the other side. You know, not smooth, but put some little texture in there. But I only have one of these, so I'm having to get as much out of it as I can. And those things get hard to squeeze once you get down to the... That's why I'm not concerned about how I'm just squirting it on there, because I'm going to use the popsicle stick to spread it out. I almost redid the fireplace, because after I put that lightweight spackling on it, I painted it brown. I was trying to make it look like a stucco effect, but now I put it up there, and I'm going to allow the caulking to do most of the holding on of it, or attaching it, holding on. And then I pipe some snow on top of it. See how it's wobbling? But I take a little, it was the right side that was a little bit off, so I put a piece of wood up under there. And now I have one of those sleighs. I took the decorative stuff off because, you know, the Grinch, he just wants to steal stuff. And then the Christmas tree, I bent the top of it. And now I'm going to glue this sleigh, because all I did was with the bag was, once I took that out, the stuffing out and cut it down, I just tied it with some little baker's twine. And now I'm going to glue the sleigh, and then that isn't long enough, so I switch it out with some baker's twine to make it look like he's pulling the tree out. Ideally, I wanted to do one, and that was what I was going to do one where I just showed like the inside of a house and a fireplace and the tree coming up the fireplace. But once I started doing this, I thought, well, I'll just do this. And then I'm like, well, the Whoville people had like purple houses and pink houses and odd-shaped houses, but and I just take this and cut it, and then I just glue it to the sleigh. If I'd had a little dog, I would have had a little dog with huge antlers on it, dangling. But I didn't. So I'm just gluing that. And then I pipe some snow onto the sleigh and glue the bag with all the stuff he's stolen. Now I decide I'm going to go ahead and put some hot glue on the fireplace because the, or whatever that's called. What is that called? Chimney. The fireplace had been if I had done the one with the inside. And after I put the hot glue, I put a little bit more spackling, or what do you call it? I can't think. Caulking. And it's here where I'm trying to figure out, okay, how big of a piece of wood do I need to put under there? And now it's done. I like it. And the tree's bent because of the pulling through the fireplace. So I hope you all enjoyed this. And like I said, I've got another video. I have to finish it, but where I'm doing some ornaments. And then I don't know what I'm going to do because it's, you know, probably some winter DIYs. So I hope that gives you some inspiration. I had fun making it. And I hope y'all are doing well. So you'll have to let me know what you think. I like it. And I want to thank all of you all for watching. I can't believe it's December 1st. So you all have a good day. Thank you.